Yo, what's good?
It's cracking, man.
Rich?
What happening?
Let's get to it, man. We'd like to welcome y'all to join us for another episode of Home Team Hype. This episode, we're going to recap that Super Bowl matchup between Seahawks and the Patriots, as well as get into some of this NBA season talk. We're beyond the halfway point. All-Star game is fastly approaching. Some things I want to talk about, especially that trade deadline and what took place, and just to look forward to the rest of the half of the NBA season. But let's get right into it with this Super Bowl recap. Seattle Seahawks came out with the win, the champions, 2025-2026 NFL season. Um,
BTA. BTA.
if you watched the last episode, I basically predicted that Seattle, if I had to put my money on it, which I did, that Seattle would win. I just thought the better team overall as a whole would win this game, and that's kind of what transpired and how it played out. What'd you think about this Super Bowl game? Was it what you expected? Did it live up to expectations, or what's your
Yeah.
2 cents, Rich?
I mean, shit, I think, it was no different than what most of the world expected. Shit, I really didn't see too many people on the patch bandwagon for the Super Bowl. I mean, I seen them give them their credit, but most people was picking the Seahawks to win this game, and as they should have. They was a better team overall. Defensively, they were the better team, way more solid. They kept the quarterback, you know, on his heels. It wasn't really much that they couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? To me, it wasn't the most exciting game, but it was a solid ass whooping. And that's what they got. You
Yeah,
know.
pretty much, man. That's pretty much what it was. Like I said, Seattle's defense is historically great. If you check the numbers, the dominance that they showed and showcased this season, all the way up into the Super Bowl, pitching a shutout to late in the third quarter was a goose egg that the Patriots had. They couldn't really get anything going from the running game to the passing game. They put pressure on Drake May. I thought he would have a better performance. The rookies on that offensive line on that left side was getting belt to ass the whole night. Uh, treated like a stepchild.
Rough. It was rough
Like
out
it was bad. It was really bad. Shout out to Seattle, man. Shout out to the ex-Cowboy DeMarcus Lawrence who called it early in the season, said he was going to Seattle so he can win the Super Bowl. That's exactly what he did. It's exactly how it transpired and played out. Um, yeah, it's crazy how defensive ends on Dallas got to go to other teams and win Super Bowls, man. Especially one named DeMarcus Ware, another one named DeMarcus Lawrence. Kind of the same thing transpired. They
there.
left the historical great teams, being great on those teams, to being a catalyst for other franchises taking them to the Super Bowl, and that's kind of what happened. Um, Drake May they hit him early, they hit him often. He never really settled into the game. It was moving too fast for him. It felt like the game speed was very fast. The moment was too big for him. He's a young quarterback, and he did not play his best in the biggest moment.
No, he ain't played his best in the biggest moments. But he young. You know what I'm saying? He'll bounce back from this. He got, still a lot of upside. They got some stuff that they can work on as a unit. He got some stuff that he can work on individually. And so he got here early. I think that, you know, if you had to say, hey, is Drake May going back to the Super Bowl or is he not? You're gonna take the field. I'm gonna take Drake May to go back to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Um, he be all right, bro.
Yeah.
It wasn't his best showing, but it's not gonna be his last. I don't think.
Yeah, I think he'll bounce back. They got a good foundation over there. They definitely need to bolster that offensive line and get a better running game because they were neutralized from the jump. Like I said, if you look at the game and go back and watch it as I did, like some of those plays, he held on to the ball too long. He wasn't really seeing the field. There were some quick hits in those zones that was open. But once you get hit early in those moments, you feel behind, you start pressing. He didn't really cut it loose until late in the fourth quarter, where he started to throw the bombs and get the deep passes. He was the league leader in deep passes in the regular season, but you didn't really showcase that throughout this game because Seattle, like I said, they hit him early, they hit him often, and that was pretty much the end of the game.
That was the
Uh,
story of the game. They made it tough on Drake, bro.
they did. They did.
And that
These two guys here, Sam Darnold, Super Bowl champion. You got to take the bust off his name now, man. High draft pick. They were saying he was a bust. They traded him around multiple teams. They said he'll never win the big one, and here he is today as a Super Bowl champion. He didn't really have to do too much. The pressure was on him, just like on Drake May. But one thing I can say is Sam Darnold was able to step in the pocket, step up, create a little time to extend, to hit his players. That was the difference in the game on offense. They was able to move the ball up and down the field because of this guy on the right of him, Kenneth Walker, who showed out.
I mean,
Super
and
Bowl MVP,
absolutely.
Kenneth Walker.
Hey, his offensive line gave him time, bro. The New England offensive line wasn't giving that boy nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
yeah. They didn't give him nothing. I mean, he had pressure in his face, but like I said, he was able to step up, evade the blitz, roll out, evade the blitz, and give his receivers enough time. Even though they didn't really have the numbers don't show, that he did a lot, but he did enough to win. And with that running game with Kenneth Walker, who showed out and ended up getting the Super Bowl MVP, that was just what they needed to get points. It looked like field goals was going to win this game. And that's pretty much how it turned out early on in the game. To go over some stats here, just by the numbers on the box score. Sam Darnold was 19 to 38, so not a high completion percentage.
Not
Like
at
I said,
all.
the pressure was getting to him. He was 202 passing yards in that showcase. He had one touchdown. Drake May was 27 to 43, 295 passing yards, two touchdowns, two interceptions. And Kenneth Walker had 27 carries for 135 yards.
Woo.
Yeah, yeah. He won the MVP, but you really got to say Seattle's defense as a whole, that was the better unit that
Yeah.
showcased their talent and dominated. They should have gave the MVP to that entire defense. But in the Super Bowl, I think you can only pick one person. And if you had to pick someone on Seattle as an individual performance, it had to go to Kenneth Walker because he was running that peel left and right. So
Boy,
shout out to them
easy.
guys, man.
Shout out to the defense, though, man. Like you said, they remind you of that old. Did they remind you of that Legion of Boom? Did they give you that feeling?
Um, Man, they call themselves the dark side defense. Um, I would say yes in dominance, but the feel was different. When you have Cam Chancellor out there, Thomas, you got my boy Richard Sherman out there. I think they had a better coverage unit than this defense, but that front line, front seven for this defense was dominant. Like I said, they held them to zero pretty much 2/3 of the game, like 3/4 of the game. They had zero. But then again, Patriots offense, they were high as far as scoring offense, but they didn't really have those explosive plays. Like I said, they would neutralize the entire game. Gives you that Legion of Boom feel, but I would have to go with Legion of Boom. Those guys gonna talk it and walk it. This defense, they definitely,
They had a
walk the
Cam
walk.
Chancellor, boy.
Yeah, man. No one really wanted to see that boy coming across that middle. Cam
Big
put that
eyes
hat on.
get
Even
big.
Thomas,
Big eyes
even
get
Thomas
big.
was laying the calls wood. You know what I'm saying? Out there on the field, man. But yeah, they Seattle, and that's the thing. That brings me to a topic. I'm happy you said that, Rich. Like, is this proof that defense does win championships?
I mean,
What would you say?
yeah. I mean, that's the old
Proofs
adage,
in the
right?
pudding?
Old adage. Defense win championships. Offense. What they say about offense? Offense. If you got a great
Offense wins
offense,
games.
they say if you got a great offense, it's gonna always be a great defense. That's what I've always heard too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So one trump the other. The defense win championships, but if you got a great offense, I'm gonna take that. You got to put up points to score, bro. You know what I'm
I think
saying?
we got a better matchup, a better showcase of that against like the Rams in Seattle. Seattle had that dominant defense, but Rams had that explosive offense with Devontae Adams, Puka Nakua, Kyron Williams, Matthew Stafford. And they had chances in that championship game, the NFC championship game, to actually beat Seattle, but Seattle stopped them in the red zone and did what they supposed to do to hold them off. and Sam Darnold balled out in that game as well. So you get fast forward to the Super Bowl, it was more of a defensive showing because Patriots got some good defense out there too, man. That boy Gonzalez was all over the field. I'm talking about deep passes to Jackson Smith and Jigba. He's knocking them down, deflections left and right. They were holding them to three. If they could have ever got, if they would have got some momentum on offense going early, it would have been a better game, I think, because they were holding Seattle to three. Seattle could not punch the ball into the end zone until late in the game because their defense was balling out too. They just had more opportunities because Seattle wasn't going three and out as often as the Patriots were, and that was the difference in the game. So shout
But
out to them
when
Seattle
that
guys.
dam broke, when they finally got in,
We
it,
knew it was over with.
it was flooded. Boy,
It was one
I'm
of those
talking about
games
quick.
like whoever scored a touchdown first in this position is really gonna win it.
They
They
gonna
was
take
up
off.
12.
Mm-hmm.
He tied the record as most field goals made in the Super Bowl because they kicked like 4 off the rip. And they got the job done out there. Shout out to Seattle, man. Congrats, Seahawk fans. No one predicted you guys to be in this position to be Super Bowl champs for this season, except for Seattle Seahawks fans. That 12th man did travel. I heard them yelling "Coop" every time Cooper Cup caught a pass. They was out there celebrating. And hopefully, man, hopefully in the near future, not too far in the distance, that home team we can get in there, man. I just got to throw that out there because that's where our heart's set, man. We want to get these boys in the Super Bowl, man. But
And I feel like a chump sometimes thinking about them niggas
I
going to the
know,
Super
man.
Bowl, boy. But it's
Sad, bro.
okay. I think I don't. You know what? I don't think we like super far away. You know what I'm saying?
We
I don't think we
always say that,
super.
Rich.
I just don't feel like we super far away. I think if uh if the Joneses stop fucking with us and actually try to win, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying, instead of telling us they winning and then like
we
we
going. We
ain't,
all in this season.
yeah,
We need to
we all in. If they can start
all
giving us
in
a freaking
in
wink
this
wink, you
cricket,
know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Yeah,
And actually do this shit, I think it'll happen because ain't shit Jerry can't do. If whatever Jerry won't happen, shit gonna happen. If he really wanted to win a Super Bowl, and he can do it, bro. He just got to stop
we do have
bullshitting.
a great foundation. Uh, you know, with the defense, we'll see with the new hires. I like the direction Shotty got the team going. I don't know if you heard, but they franchise tagged
Yeah,
George Pickens in
we
hopes
knew
to
that was
work out a
coming.
long-term contract. So
I just hope he ain't tripping though. Like, just take that lump sum, bro.
well, as a player, you want that security, man. You can
I
go out
know
there and get hurt
it's a
on one
violent
play.
sport. It's a
You know what I'm
violent
saying?
sport.
But they said that they franchise tagged him in hopes to work out a long-term contract.
I
I hope
seen
that's
that.
the case. That this is taken care of before the season starts. But yeah, man, closing the book on that NFL chapter 2025-2026 season. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of great moments. We already named the Super Bowl champion at Seattle Seahawks. We will be giving you guys some more coverage following the drafts and some of the offseason things that will be taking place. But that's it, man. What'd you think about the season, man? It's over with. No football till September, man.
Hey man, my season been over with, bro. My season been over with.
Let's keep it
I
a
was just
bean, keep it a buck then.
I was just over here what they call it, instigating shit, bro. That's really it.
Yeah, that's all we could
I didn't
do
give
is
a fuck who
instigate.
won.
Yeah.
I know we didn't win.
We
So
didn't. We was miserable. So we was happy when was it San Fran beat Philly? Then we
yep.
was happy when San Fran lost. We just been happy with everybody losing.
And
If it was a
whoever
tie
lose,
in the
I'll be
Super
happy.
Bowl, we probably feel even better.
And I wish, like I tell my auntie, who you want to win? I said, I hope it's a fucking tie all night. I don't want nobody to win. Shit.
Man, bro, misery
I'm
love
salty.
company, as they say, man. We've been miserable for too long, but that's enough about them, man. We're gonna recap and get into them coming to the draft and see what takes place. I would like to get into Rich some of this stuff that's going on. I'm excited because no football means we can focus on this NBA and what's going on with the league, man. NBA season, we beyond this halfway point in the season. All-Star game is coming up. We'll be getting into that a little bit about the stars and reserves, but just to kind of get you guys caught up if you haven't been caught up in the East right now, Detroit Pistons, shocker, number one seed in the East, 38-13 currently. Detroit Pistons with Cade Cunningham leading the bunch. DFW product. Just got to throw that out there. Let it be known that boy is
It
from the
is.
city. We represent and support our own. Yeah. Knicks is number 2 seed at 34-19. Boston surprisingly is the 3rd seed with JT out at 34-19. Then the 4th seed is Cleveland Cavaliers, 32-21. Toronto Raptors is the 5th seed, 32-22. Philadelphia 76ers is the 6th seed, 30-22. Quick moment, should they still be trusting the process in Philly, man? What's going on with that? What's your
Hey
opinion?
man, shit, the process been hooping lately. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, that boy he been looking like old Joel. You know what I'm
But
saying?
what about prescription P? I mean, playoff P.
Man, my nigga playoff P, man, he be all right, bro. I don't know what they got or what happened. I don't really know the whole story. They talking about it
Calling him
was some,
prescription P now, man. I
yeah,
heard
he was taking some
word on the
medicine.
street.
But that might have just been like a little, like, he might have just been throwing this shit out there. My nigga wasn't healthy. He probably was taking some, you know what I'm saying, something to get him back healthy. And then it was like, fuck it, I'm gonna have to suffer the consequences. I'll be back for the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah. So that brings me to the 7th seed Orlando Magic 27-24, Miami Heat 28-26. The Hawks are in the play-in at 26-28 currently. And the Charlotte Hornets, who've been on a run, they've been on a tear lately, beating everybody 25-28. LaMelo out there balling. I hopefully they can get up in that top 8 or 7. I would like to see Charlotte in the playoffs because one guy I enjoy watching, reminds me of NBA streets in the league is LaMelo, bro. LaMelo do whatever he want on the court. His shot is so unorthodox. He don't even jump.
He
He
be
on his tippy
splashing them hoes
toes.
too. He
He
be
like
splashing
just
them bitches.
bro. You can't prepare for a shot like that. You don't know when he gonna pull it. And when he pull it, he holding up the three because that's what
Hey,
he getting.
as a
Like
defender, that shit make a nigga mad because you be
come
playing
on,
solid
bro.
defense, and then this nigga like do some awkward ass 3-pointer that he been doing for years.
It's Chino Hills. LaMelo playing in the league like it's Chino Hills, bro. Come on, bro.
X, I love it.
LaMelo
I
living his
love it, but
best
the other
life out there, bro.
the league don't love it. The league don't love it.
Got the
They
ball on the
think this shit
string.
ugly. Fuck that.
Yeah. They balling, man. I like to see, they got Con Knipple out there, flame throwing. The boy is shooting that peel, bro. Con is shooting it. Miles is balling. Brandon Miller. Like, I like what Charlotte's doing, man. I really do. I really like that young team. Um, I'm excited for them boys. But that caps the East. In the West, we got Oklahoma City. Go figure. 40-13, number 1 seed. San Antonio, surprisingly, number 2 seed. I know last year they was like, all right, they got some young core, young pieces. They not far away. I didn't see them being this early, this soon, a threat in the playoffs. They 36-16, and Wimby's out there doing whatever he want. De'Aaron Fox, you got Vassell, Castle. They got a young core, and then you got the vet Harrison Barnes out there giving you, 14 a game, um, which is a lot on a team like this, because that's what they need, someone consistent and helping them out. Denver is the 3 seed, 34-19. Houston, 4th seed, 32-19. Los Angeles Lakers 32-19. It's not a lot of separation between the 2nd seed and basically the 7th seed.
It's
Uh
always like that in the West. It's
yeah,
always like that in the West. It'd be a few game difference, and then at the end of it, that's why niggas don't get no rest in the West because they niggas still be
yeah.
jocking for
You can't
position.
you
You
can't
can't rest your players.
rest
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
no rest for the weary in the West. You got Minnesota at 6th seed, 32-22. Phoenix Suns 31-22. Golden State is the 8th seed at 28-25. You got the Clippers jockeying for playoff position 25-27. They're in the play-in, and Portland Trailblazers at 25-28. So that's the West. Um, if you had to put your money on someone in the East, who would you put in that Eastern Conference Finals? What's your two teams?
Um, if Joel is playing like this, I'm putting Philly in there.
You gonna throw Philly in there?
If Joel is playing like this, I am.
And Philly against who? You going
Mm,
Detroit, Knicks, Cleveland?
I don't trust the Knicks. They gonna do the same thing they do. Is go deep. They gonna take somebody 7 games and probably lose. I say Detroit, and I got I got if it's Detroit and Philly with a healthy Joey.
Slow down, put the pipe down, man. Joe Weed, put the pipe down, man. You gotta slow down. I ain't know that's his new name. Lay off the weed, man. That's what
Oh
Stephen A
man.
would call you right now, man.
Oh Lord, with a healthy Joel Embiid, bro. And then PG come back and he give us, you know what I'm saying, a quality PG. I don't see nobody that's really fucking with the Sixers with a healthy Joel. But if anybody, it's gonna be Detroit. I like Boston, but you know, they just don't have the firepower like these other cats got right now.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. Uh they got the they got the players, man. The Sixers got the players. If Joel can give you a healthy run in the playoffs, that's a huge if. That's just like us saying if AD would say healthy. You know what I'm saying? Is
He healthy
Joel's
right now, though. He healthy
who?
right now. They
Joel?
Joel,
Yeah.
yeah.
They limited his play. He's not playing back to back. He's not playing every game. They playing the long game. They just want to make sure they stay within those top 6 seeds so they're not in the play in and they can be back healthy. They will be getting PG back late. And he was cooking. He was cooking before, this suspension went on with playoff P. My bad.
That boy was on that limitless pill or something, nigga. He
Hey,
came out there whole day.
hey, he was on some. Why can't I be the GOAT? He was on them pills right there. You know what I'm saying? Why can't I be the GOAT? Playoff.
Facts, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Paul George. I know he gonna come back with a vengeance, man. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
oh
see
yeah.
how that turns out. But
We
I'm
hope.
shocked that Boston. You think JT gonna come back with Boston?
I don't want him to come back.
I don't either. Not off Achilles, not like that. But they playing though. Should this just
They
be
let him hoop, bro. Get as healthy as you can be. You don't want to come back into this high intense atmosphere where you ain't got no leeway. You know what I'm saying?
nothing?
You gotta cut hard, you gotta do all of it. Nah, bro. Just wait. Just
Yeah,
let them have it, come back, and y'all go back to the superpower that y'all are.
yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get into a little bit of that, but I want to get your opinion. I would agree. I would say I'm hoping that it's Detroit. I would love to see them in the Eastern Conference Finals, and then
They can do
I'm
it.
not mad at your Sixers pick, but I would say I think I think Nick's gonna turn it around and do what they need to do late in the season to make it back. So we'll see. This is their best chance. The East is wide open. If New York don't get to the chip now, ain't no telling when they will. I mess with JB. He's a dog, Brunson. We'll see. I'd like to see that matchup 1 and 2 in the East. As far as the West goes, you kind of got to book OKC in there, man. There's no reason why you wouldn't. And
Book it.
then I would say
Book it.
I would like to see the Spurs, man. I ain't gonna lie, because the Spurs seem to have OKC number. If they don't face each other before then, I think it'll be those two teams. And I'm not mad at Denver either. You got to throw Denver and maybe even Houston in the mix, even though they don't have a point guard, true point guard. We'll see if KD can put them on their back along with Sangoon and lead them boys to the Western Conference Finals. Who's your top two pick?
Shit, okay, see, you can book that.
Gotta do it.
Um, my second team in the West.
So the Spurs, Denver, Houston, LA, Minnesota, really. That's it. Who you rocking with? Not matter of fact, who you putting
Mm,
your money on? Because that's who you get the truest answer. You take your heart out of it when your money on the line.
mm, that's tough, bro.
No, it ain't.
Because for me, it is tough. Because I see all them niggas can like in the series of 4, bro, of 7. Niggas they can chip off a couple. You know what I'm saying?
Lakers. You got Laker and Luke. You got Bron and Luca. You got Ant Man. You got KD. You got Jokic and Murray. You got them young boys out there in San Antonio with Wemby leading the defensive front against OKC. Just a well-oiled machine. They know their position. They know their roles. Know what they supposed to do.
I'm probably gonna go with Denver. I'm
That's what I'm saying. Like
gonna
the
go with
rematch of
Denver,
last
bro,
season.
because
Jokic.
Yoki still Jamal is playing at a higher clip, and Peyton Watson has he coming on with it. Then you got Aaron
Yeah.
Gordon who gonna do AG things. They
Yep.
still have a complete
Complete team, bro.
team.
Who's
You know
done
what
it
I'm saying?
before?
But running up into the X factor in the West is that alien over there. That alien. Like if I think that Wimby, because his mentality is so different, I think
It
that when it
is,
comes
bro.
to the
For a young
playoffs,
player,
I
bro.
think we gonna see a different Wimby when it comes to the playoffs.
Oh my
Like he gonna
goodness.
start being like, all right, now I'm gonna activate my superpower. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
gotta
none
see
of you
Wimby
niggas
in
can't do
the
shit.
playoffs,
Yeah,
bro. The young bull is he's different, bro. He's shaving his head, looking like a monk out there on the floor,
I love it.
like
That
swatting
nigga.
everything that's coming his way, bro. Like
If I
they
if I seen
official
any if I seen anybody with a Mamba mentality, bro, it's
as
Wimby,
a
my
young
nigga.
player like that is Wimby, bro. He just
It's
do it
Wimby. He
all,
don't give
bro.
a fuck. He like,
He
nigga,
don't,
I
bro.
don't care that I'm 7'4", nigga. I'm a beat everything around this bitch.
Bro,
I don't care
Wimby
what
is
y'all think.
different. He's different. San Antonio got them one for the future for sure. If he can stay healthy and just be, as active and continue to grow, and he's not even at the peak of his powers yet, bro.
Nah,
He's not, but they scary, bro. They scary. But to talk, kind of build continuing into that NBA talk, we did have some trades. The trade deadline did pass. I'm gonna go over a few of them, and you let me know what you think. One of the biggest ones was James Harden from the Clippers going to Cleveland. They did a swap, Harden for Garland. What you think about James Harden and leaving? Does that mean it's over for the Clippers? What they gonna do with Kawhi? They traded Zubac, another Clippers. Pacers received Zubac, and Kobe Brown, and I'm trying to think. The Clippers received Benedict Mathurin, Isaiah Jackson, 2026 first round protected, and a 2029 first and a future second for those picks. What you think about that Clippers kind of like cleaning house, trading Zubac to the Pacers, which I think is going to be big, especially when Halliburton come back, and that's more of a next season type of pick. Do you think Harden to the Cavs move the needle in the East
um, yeah,
with
actually,
Donovan
and I
Mitchell?
really forgot about the Cavs. And when we was talking about the East,
Come on now,
not that I would put them in the Eastern Conference Finals
got
right now.
Mobley. Yeah.
But I think that they are way more of a threat because I mean all they did was swap out because Darius Garland is nice. I'm talking about he's fucking nice, bro.
Gotta
When
stay
he's
healthy.
healthy, there's you'd be hard pressed to find a better guard. You know what I'm saying for your
Yeah,
team because he get to where he want to go. He understand the offense and he's a pure bucket, but he ain't been on the court. So what they just did was swap out a nigga who ain't on the court for a nigga who is on the court with just as
yeah.
much skill. You know what I'm saying?
You think Harden's a better fit for that team than Garland was?
Yep.
I think so.
Yep.
Garland can score, but I do feel like Harden is better suited. He's a vet. He can facilitate. We already seen Harden lead the league in assists.
That's
He
it.
went from a scoring ball dominant to maybe a facilitator and can set up Donovan Mitchell. I'm just worried about the defensive end with those two, which was still a concern with Garland. But when you got Mobley back there, you got Jared Allen and a good wing, that kind of helps them hide them on the
Harden a bigger
defensive
guard. He a bigger
end.
guard with just as much skill, if not more. Niggas feel like he more dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Like in terms of just the one-on-one offensive skill, even though again that nigga Garland is, bro. Trust me, like y'all go look it up. Um, but nah, I mean it was like a top move. You traded for a bigger guard who's always on the court, who got just as
mhm,
much skill, and he fit in the pocket a little bit more because Donovan Mitchell and Garland and Darius, even though they two scores, they kind of like just really need to rock. Nigga, James
yeah,
gonna go get his 2021 and then dish out 10, 11 assists.
true,
Garland might just dish out 5 or 6, 7. You know what I'm saying?
true, true.
Probably the best move other than
That's probably
it's
one
a
of the
good move. I
best.
don't know. It's probably the
Yeah,
best move to me.
yeah. We'll see. I mean, that first game they already played, both of them went off in the fourth quarter. Like,
I gotta go back and watch it. I ain't even see
yeah,
it.
we gonna see how it transpires. A few other trades, most of the trades I feel like this season on the deadline was for the future, like next season. You had Utah. trading with Memphis, getting Jared Jackson, John Conchar, Jock Landale, Vince Williams Jr. from Memphis, and Grizzlies received Walter Clayton Jr., Kyle Anderson, Taylor Hendricks, and George Nain, and 3 future first round picks. Memphis is cleaning house. I'm surprised John Morant didn't get traded, but I believe he will be on the move in the offseason. That's more of a next year type of trade. They cleaning house, they moving forward in Memphis, and Utah's trying to build something with Laurie Marketing and those guys over there in Utah. So you also had um, our Dallas Mavericks finally got off of AD, sent him to the Wizards along with Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum. Mavericks get back expiring contract Chris Middleton, a young project, and AJ Johnson, Tyus Jones, Marvin Bagley the third, 2026 first round pick, 2026 second round pick, 2027 second round, and another second round in 2029, and a first round protected pick in 2030. This is basically cleaning house for our boy Cooper Flag, man. Um, I don't know if Kyrie's gonna stay around. I would like to, but I do want to see Kyrie getting a chance to win. But yeah, the AD, the whole Luka debacle, man. I remember you called me at midnight and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I know you lying. They did not just trade Luka. It has to be a hoax, but it was real, and it was all because of. I'm gonna show you a picture later, and I want you to give me one word of this guy when you see his face. Your opinion of what you think about it. What do you think about the Mavericks move getting off AD? Was it the right move, the wrong move, or time will tell?
Um, I mean, for me, I didn't personally want to see it happen because I wanted to see this experiment with Kyrie, AD, and Coop. I wanted to see that. I thought that Coop would have benefited from, just the collect, and then with Clay on the other side, who doing Clay things again. You know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
wanted to see it play out.
Yeah,
I mean, I think I understand why they did it, but to me, I don't know all the ins and outs, but it's to me, I'm a
it's the
huge Kyrie
luxury tax, the
fan.
second apron. They wanted to get under that. You don't want to be a second apron team when you currently like a 13th seed in the West. Your salary is too high and your record is too poor to be that high of a luxury tax. But then you got to think they banked on AD never really being healthy, and history will show you that he can't really stay consistent. He's
Well,
an
they
elite.
knew, but see, that's okay. But see, that's why they so fucking stupid
Yeah,
because you traded for somebody who you already know is not gonna be on the floor,
that's this
which
guy's fault.
which tells me that
This guy right here. When you
yeah,
see his face, what comes to mind when you see this guy?
uh,
This guy right here.
fucking, he's a fucking assassin, bro, in the worst way. He came in and fucked our franchise up and then left.
Yeah.
Like, and he just
Um,
came in and killed this shit and then left, bro. And
yeah.
now whatever he set out to do, now and I'm not just saying it's him, but whatever they set out to do is this is what you seeing right now play out like the dominoes falling.
Yeah.
This
You
whatever
gotta
this
move
is.
on. You gotta turn the page. He put us in that position. Um,
Yeah, but no, I'm saying this is still a part of it.
mhm.
This ain't just are we finna trade AD on a whim. Nah, this was probably already still like planned out when the Luca trade happened. Like we gonna trade Luca for AD,
Yeah.
then we gonna get off AD and go get y'all some picks. Like
Mhm.
this, and so but
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But yeah, that was crazy. AD going to the Washington Wizards. A few other trades. I did forget. Cavs did receive Dennis Schroeder and Keon Ellis. So they bolstered that backcourt behind James Harden and Donovan Mitchell. Some other notable trades. The Hawks sent Trey Young to Washington Wizards, so AD and Trey Young matching. The Warriors received Kristaps Porzingis from the Hawks. They sent Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield to the Hawks as well. I don't think Kristaps moves the needle in Warriors with Jimmy being out. They're just
hell
trying to
no.
tread water at this point. Um, I'm surprised Lakers didn't make any moves besides getting Luke Kennard and trading Gabe Vincent. Were you surprised about the Lakers?
um, yeah, in a sense that I feel like it's known that the construction of their team right now probably ain't gonna be. It's not the championship team, but I don't know what piece you can add right now. I think the
Yeah,
Luke Kennard situation was an upgrade, honestly.
over Gabe Vincent. Yeah, Gabe
Just
Vincent
because they
hasn't
do the
been
same,
the
they
same
do the
since.
same things. He just bigger. He just taller. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
since he
saying?
left Miami, he hasn't really been that consistent shooter that the Lakers were hoping. So
You
we'll
know,
see. We all know the blueprint around Luka, especially in Dallas. Surround him with defense and shooters, and that'll take you to 3-and-D guys, guys that can cut and slash and defend. He's gonna control everything else. Um, but those are just some of the notable trades. Like I said, we are beyond that halfway point. The All Star game is coming up this weekend. They did announce the starters for the East and the West. And let me get that up here. So we got Shea Gildress, who's out, so he may be replaced. He's definitely going to be replaced because he's out for 3 weeks. We got Jokic, Luka, Steph, and Victor on the West. We'll see which reserve will be moved up to be a starter and which reserve will be added to the West if they haven't mentioned it already. In the East, a lot of new faces. Cade Cunningham, Tyrese Maxey as a starter. We got your boy Giannis, who's wanting out of the Bucks. This will probably be the last time we see him this season in the Bucks uniform. Jalen Brunson and Jalen Brown. What you think about these starters? Did they get it right?
give them to me again.
It's on the screen. You got
Oh,
Jokic,
man.
Luka, Steph, Victor in the West with Shea, but Shea's injured, so he'll be most likely not participating. In the East, you got Cade, Tyrese, Giannis, Jalen Brunson, and Jalen Brown. And those just the starters
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that looked right to me
based on this season, right? Yeah, it's crazy to see Steph is really the last OG remaining up there in the West for the starters.
for the starters. Yeah,
Yeah,
um,
time flying, man. He ain't no
uh,
young pup now. He an old vet, man.
KD could have been a starter. Where the fuck is KD at?
KD. That brings me to the next point. Here's the West reserves. You got Kevin Durant, Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, LeBron James, Chet Holmgren, Danny Ollie, and Jamal Murray. Think they got it right with the West reserves?
Go back to them starters, bro.
Say less. Jokic, Luka, for sure starters. Wemby, for sure starter. Shea, if he's healthy, a starter. Steph, like who would you take off?
I'm taking Victor out of there. I'm putting him on the reserves. I'm putting Jokic at
Really?
his. Yep, I'm putting
The
Jokic at
alien?
his. I'm putting Jokic at his regular position, which is the 5,
Who you putting up?
and I'm putting KD in there at the
Putting
4 as
KD
a
over
starter.
Victor? Yeah.
Yes,
I ain't
yes.
mad at that, but
They be averaging
I
like
like Victor
25
as a
points a
starter.
game, and bro, this nigga averaging like 25 a game, bro. What are you Are you kidding me? Now I'm not mad at Victor getting up in there, but I'm sorry he not having a better season statistically. Like then I can't even say that, but I'm putting KD in there. I don't give a fuck. The nigga's not averaging more than KD. I
Yeah,
understand his defensive presence, but nigga, this is the All-Star game. I get it though. I get it. They trying to segue a lot of the young fellas without phasing out, you know what I'm saying, old guys too quick.
yeah,
And KD probably ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Victor will bring a sense of competitiveness to the All-Star game.
yeah.
Um, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
These the
We'll see.
reserves right here. They got, like I said, KD and Devin Booker, LeBron, Jamal Murray, first All Star appearance. So is Danny Ollie and Chet Holmgren. So the
Yeah.
East, these are reserves for the East. You got Donovan Mitchell, Carl Anthony Townsend, Pascal Siakam, Jalen Johnson, Scotty Barnes, Jalen Duren, and Norman Powell. It's crazy because Norman Powell goes to the East and makes the All Star, but in the West, it's just so many guards. It's tough for a player like him to make it
Who
to
the
the All Star.
the starters? Wait a minute, bro. This is weird, man. Who made it over Donovan?
Who made it over Donovan on the starters?
Yeah.
You got Cade, Tyrese, Giannis, Jalen Brunson, and Jalen
Cade and
Brown.
Tyrese. Cade and
Who you taking
Tyrese.
somebody off and putting a reserve in the starter? Who you taking off?
What? Okay, you got Jalen as the one. You got Terrence. Are they just doing like the 5 best players or something? Because it's three
Yeah, it's
point
not
guards
really
up there.
lined up like centers and all that. These
Yeah,
are
it's
just the
3 point
starters.
guards up there.
So
That's why I'm getting confused. I'm like, what
yeah,
are they
who's the
doing?
starting center? basically, I mean, out the West, the centers would be. He's the only really center. Him and Cat, Jalen Duren and Karl Anthony Townsend. Those are the true centers in the East. You mad? You not mad at that, or you are?
Mm, I
How
mean,
you feel some type of way?
based on the selection of cheese, bro. Fine, fine, my nigga.
Yeah, those are reserves. They announced it. Like they will be altering the West reserves because, like I said, Shea won't be playing. But that is what it is when it comes to these lineups and matchups for the starters All Star
It's
game.
so funny because none of them niggas, except for Donovan, would have never made it. Like if they was on the other side, if they was in the
If
West.
JT was
None of them
healthy,
niggas.
Tyrese Halliburton was healthy, I think there will be some change up to the starters as well as
Yeah.
the reserves.
It's
Like
almost like I'm looking at the JV. You know what I'm
it's
saying? Even though
crazy.
they get busy, but it's like Scotty Barnes,
Yeah,
nigga, Jalen Duren. Like what these this not it's just not the classic all-star
big
lineup. I would
names that
say
you'd
that.
expect.
The
It's the
names that you
changing of
would
the guards,
expect.
man. It's not really. I mean, in the East, you got to think like you would think you would see Bam on there maybe, but Bam ain't really having a All Star type of year.
But
Um,
it just seemed like that's
Joel
it's
Embiid is not in there. Joel is
because
hurt.
of the what's the name was the game count, right?
Yeah, you got to play a certain amount of
A certain
games.
amount of
So some of
games.
those big names not in there.
Because I'm
Um,
used to it being so many stars that you can't even you fighting to get some in on the
yeah,
on the East. It's like I guess they
man.
got to be in there because there ain't nobody
Niggas
to.
mid pack,
It's 1,000%
mid pack,
getting
smoking on that mid
free
pack.
Donovan. That nigga don't even belong with them niggas. Free Donovan, my nigga.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
He don't even
But
belong with
that's
them
the
niggas,
lineup.
bro.
Like, I mean, what you look forward to in the All Star? It used to be the dunk contest a long time ago, but that's just been so mid. I guess the 3-point shootout. We'll see how the U.S. versus the world transpire, but I'm really just excited to get to these playoffs and see how that turns out, shakes out, man. So, but there we have it for the NBA All Star starters and reserves. Some of the trade deadlines and hot topics, hot takes right now currently. Anything you want to add, Rich?
Nah, man. Ain't nothing I need to add, bro.
You seem
We finna get
disappointed,
the.
man.
I'm still that list got me confused, bro. I'm confused about that list. I'm torn. I don't know what to think about it, man. But
Oh man,
nah, man, we gonna be coming to y'all real soon. Some more bets. Keep y'all laced
yeah.
up with a couple dollars, man, throughout the days, bro.
I know this kind of after the fact, but what'd you think about the halftime performance? I know we didn't mention that the Super Bowl.
You know, I ain't even catch it, bro. To be honest with you, I'm gonna have to go back and look at it. I ain't even catch it. I'm sure it was
Yeah,
dope though, man. I'm sure it was cool.
yeah. Bad Bunny. I couldn't understand what he was saying, but we felt the performance. It was a
I
good.
can't understand you, Dave
You
Chappelle.
understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? It was
Yeah.
one of them type of things, man. But I
I
support,
ain't see it though. I'm
the
sure it was
Latino
cool.
community, Puerto
Hey, I
Rico,
know
and all of
some
that for
people
sure.
pissed. Those are probably them motherfuckers. Hey, that was probably like, what the fuck is this?
Oh,
This is
that's
what the
definitely what
country
Trump was
coming
saying
to.
on his tweets. He was like, "This is the worst performance ever in the history. This is a disgrace to the country."
This
You
is
know
a
where he at, man.
disgrace. Where's Ice? Get Ice
Yeah,
out here.
man. Yeah, man. That's crazy. Shout out to our black and our brown brothers and women out there, man. We do support y'all, man. And yeah, it was a good look, but hey, it is what it is. That has it for this episode, man. We will be giving you a lot more NBA coverage, doing some reaction to these games, some live reactions, tune in, some prop bets, and all of that and above. So stay tuned. We appreciate y'all and all the love. Rich, anything? We out.
We out. We
We
out,
out.
bro. See
Later.
y'all niggas in a minute.